What's up, guys? This is Thomas, and welcome back to my channel. And obviously, as you can see, Miracle Four Nights of the Apocalypse is chapter 405. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the last chapter ended off hype as fuck. We got Lancelot up here to save Percival. Obviously, we're picking up from there. We got a little color page right here. We got Percy. He's almost out. He's smiling. You can see that his boy Lancelot's there. Hey there, you came for us. Percy, let me handle this. Haha, it's about damn time. So, obviously, Tristan's still split in half on the ground, but he's still able to talk. He'll be fine. And then we got Gwen, who's always angry. It's about damn time. I agree with Gwen here, man. I agree. It's about damn time. And then we obviously again got Lancelot telling Percy to let him handle the rest of the battle. So, yeah. And then we got a actual uh color cover page right here, it seems. So I'm assuming they mixed them up. This was probably supposed to be after this, but it is what it is regardless. This is the more, I guess, intriguing color page. We got Guinevere looking. That's all I'll say. She's looking, man. um, we got Lancelot. He got the sword still that he gained from the last battle before time skip, and yeah, he just looked badass. You know, the suit, like I said, last chapter would be black. It is black. We got a little red shirt in the middle of it. So, I mean, a lot of people was thinking that the outfit would be red like Bond's, but no. Again, like I said, it's black. I mean, I guess you can't really tell from the dark coloring, so I understand why a lot of people was like, it'll be red. It could still be red come time when they animate in the anime, but if Nakaba actually drew this, which I'm assuming it is a series, you can expect that suit to be black. And honestly, it's drippy, man. I love it. So I will say, based off of this right here, a lot of people was thinking like Lancelot didn't look that much different. He just taller. But and so far Nakaba's done a good job with showing his characters actually looking older, actually looking like they aged in the face without looking too different. And he did it with Anne when we first saw Anne, and I was like, man, this is really good. Then he did it with Percival, where then he cut Percival's hair, and it was like, oh man. And then obviously as the series goes on, we can see that Nazian is changing, slowly changing, and his face is slowly getting different as well. And then a lot of other characters as well that we finally get to see. Like Gwen, when we first got introduced to her, she looked different. Now she's back to looking like same version of Gwen that we always saw in pre-time skip. So yeah, but I said it to say Lancelot actually looks different here. He doesn't just look like the same Lancelot that we saw in OG series. At least not to me. At least to me, he looks different. To me, it looks like Nakaba was able to draw him more aged up. Aged up his face. That's how it is to me. So yeah, they're like, Lancelot, dude, if you got revived, go tell me. Why don't you? Heh, sorry, but fine, just sit tight. Bro, I couldn't hold the laughing right there, bro. He's like, if you got revived, tell me, dude. And honestly, this is how I expect Lancelot to act, with knowing that Percival is alive. Everybody's, originally I was expecting like a big hug. We may still get that afterwards, but right now, Lancelot is R farming, and he's just like, man, if you got revived, why didn't you tell me? You know, like, because you gotta remember, Percival did get revived, and then he and Nazians went straight to Camelot, where they met Meliodas, and I'm like, Meliodas is definitely gonna go and tell this dude that Percival is alive. There's no way he's not gonna tell. There's no way he's not gonna tell him that Percival is alive. Because Tristan, I mean not Tristan, because if you remember, we got the panel at the beginning of time skip of you know Lancelot being depressed because Percival was gone. So I'm like, he's gonna tell him. He's gonna tell him that he's alive. Get him from undepressed. Tell him to go to Camelot. And that seems like that's what happened. So I'm not sure if Lancelot, if it just took Lancelot time to get here, or if because he was coming back to Camelot, or he was coming to Camelot, or if he went, met Guinevere, then decided, I'm gonna go help, you know, my friends or whatever. Who knows? So he says, I'll take care of things from here. Who's that guy? The strongest man there is. Lancelot of the Four Knights, the Knight of War, the killer of so many of our fellow holy knights, the God of War. So he is the God of War. So everybody got that right. I got it right. Uh, People on the Reddit got it right. Everyone's like, the God of War, that's Lancelot. So again, this just makes things more interesting because, like I said, he could have potentially went to meet Guinevere first, and I don't know if we'll ever know that or not. But obviously, Guinevere is up there with Arthur, and so if he infiltrated to go meet Guinevere, obviously they would be alerted. Arthur knows everything that's going on in his in Camelot. I guess the only place he wouldn't know where things are going on is probably at the place where Gwen grew up at. I assume, well, like her grandma and grandpa, or well, now we know that it's actually her parents, Escanor and Merlin. But obviously, he wouldn't know what's going on there. I assume, and then obviously the Enrifiend, he wouldn't know what's going on. But I mean, who really knows, man? Who really knows? He might know what's going on in the Enrifiend, but it took him a while to have it took him a while to have World Yang show up, you know, especially with the fact that they had those rings on that was hiding their identity. So again, who knows? Maybe they didn't realize that they were there until Percival took his off, and then with uh before his fight with Theodora. So again, Lancelot, the God of War. Wow, I don't know what was going on, but the chaos took over all you guys, didn't it? Wait, you will take them on solo? Even one of them's a menace. Huh. Ain't you guys giving your own strength too little credit? In terms of latent potential, I think you're all up there with these guys. Wow. So Lancelot's like, you guys are giving your own strength a little too much credit. He has the right to say it. He really does. Ultimate High Priestess. There's no. So this is what's confusing me. If he went to meet Guinevere, none of these guys, like what the way he's handling them right now, none of them should have been able to get in his way. So he potentially got to actually meet her, talk to her, whatever the case may be. Arthur couldn't stop him. The four pearls couldn't stop him, and now he's here to beat their ass again, bro. Like, come on. Oh man, if that turns out to be true, that's gonna be funny. They went to take out his friends and stuff because they couldn't stop him where he was, and then he just shows up where they are again and just dominates. So we got him swinging a sword. We got Percival. Looks like he has a little worry on his face. He stopped that wave of cold. This is some real crazy magic, yeah. But Tristan, you got full counter, right? Just like your dad taught you. Between that and your royal demon clan blood, don't tell me you can't take this. So he's shit talking him too. He's like, you have full counter. Why aren't you using it? And that's true. We haven't seen this dude use full counter at all. So, collapse chariot. No, no, or I read that wrong. It's no, get back, everyone. Amplify's gonna be wiped off the map. So we got Lancelot. He points the sword up at it, almost as if he's poking it. Enough force to level this place if it hits you. But Percy, with your insane life spirit regeneration, I think you could still withstand this. Facts. Like, he out there getting his ass beat, bro. You can do better than that, Percy. Let him know, Lance. So, rioting Hierophant. So we got Peligard, I think, or no, not Pelig. It's damn it. Was it Ironside? Is it or is it I think it's Ironside. So we got Ironside trying to use that same spell he used in the last chapter against Percyville. So we see it. He's like, I'll lose it again. And then it disappears. What's this stuff? He digs in his ear. He's just sarcastic. What's this stuff, bro? Pretty kooky magic trick here. You're kidding me. Wrangling a forbidden spell like that. Come on, Gwen. You could have at least held Ironside down if you focused on him by brute force, even if you needed to. The Eternal Kingdom shall never fall. Huh? So this is Bellatrix. Yeah, he'd be tough for you guys, maybe. His thing was division, right? The power to rip through any matter, even empty space itself. Execution of justice. So again, Lancelot's just standing there as one of the evil knights cast their spell. You defile our eternal sanctuary. One, damn, the backward words are fucking me up, bro. One free of all pain and sadness. It must never be allowed to stand. Lancelot. So everyone's screaming Lancelot's name. They think he's hurt. Pain exists, and so people can grit their teeth and stand up to it. Sadness exists, and so we hold hands and keep moving forward. That's how it works, right? Wow. I don't even know how this is possible. He just cut through the slashes, bro. How do you cut through the slashes? How is that possible? These are like lines of the slashes that Bellatrix just sliced towards him. And he just slices through it like it's paper, like it's shrooms. Oh my god. No way. All of those slashes from him, they're all dancing right around Lancelot. Not just that. Just like the other attacks from the four evils, they are being thrown into a spiral like a muddy river ending at the tip of his blade. Wow. Don't you dare run on me. Oh man. Seems like he's really angry. The moon of 18. He told him don't run. Everyone's shocked. Everyone except Tristan. I mean, he got a couple sweat drops like everyone else, but he knows what Lancelot's about, bro. He didn't question Lancelot this entire, like, notice Tristan is the only one I think that did not question Lancelot this entire chapter on his strength or any of that, or how he beat certain characters. He knows Lancelot is this strong, bro. He done grew up with this dude, bro. Gawain and Percy and all the rest, they didn't grow up seeing this monster, bro. But Tristan did, bro. That's insane. And he sliced them. He sliced them all. Don't think I'm done with you yet. He's angry, bro. He's angry. That's the end of the chapter, man. That's the end of the chapter, bro. That was amazing. That was freaking amazing. Um, Nothing but battles. I could just type that 10. This was a straight 10. Lancelot giving everyone lectures. You can clearly still tell that he's a bit angry at what's taking place. You know, when he's coming, you could tell he's upset that Percival didn't automatically tell him that he was back alive. Um, I expect us to expand more on that once this is over. You know, right now the battle's taking place. He can't be emotional. He can't be super emotional right now. Um, Bro, if we don't get a brotherly hug, dog, after this battle, I don't know what to say. Like, that's gonna be diabolical on Nakabas, on Nakabas, bro. Like, I don't do that like that. You know what I'm saying? I even still want to see what Tristan or how he feels now that Percival's alive once they're safe to be where they are and everything is over. You know, like, oh, you chose to, you know, kill yourself or whatever. You know, at the last battle before, time skip. Man, honestly, I wouldn't be mad at it. Originally, I was thinking like, man, he has no right to be upset. But like, after a time of reading this, and we don't get something like that, it's fine. I wouldn't be angry at it, but it'd be a missed opportunity. Really, I really like. We got Gwen's emotions. When we first got to here, when we first got back to meeting Gwen, and we even got her emotions on everything, with how she was upset with what Percival did, and how she wanted to fight him the most because you know how strong he had gotten and how strong he is. And I don't doubt that all that stems from the fact that she actually grew to enjoy her time around Percival, and then he just suddenly chose to disappear on me, you know. But again, if we don't get to our children, it's fine. I mean, missed opportunity, sure, but it's not nothing I'd be angry or upset with Nakaba about. What I'll be upset about is if after this ends, if we don't get that hug, bro, between him and Lancelot. If we don't, bro. Like, Lancelot is super angry right now here, which could be for any reason, but obviously it's mostly because his friends got hurt. But I wouldn't be surprised if you add in the fact that Percy is back alive and he didn't know for a while. Probably the one that told him again was Meliodas. I don't see how that wouldn't be the case. And now he's here. Now he's here. So, or maybe Meliodas didn't tell him, and he went to the Camelot to talk to Guinevere. Maybe Guinevere told him. That could be a thing. Like, oh, your friend's still alive, and they're fighting the evils. Now that could be something. Or maybe Guinevere didn't tell him. Maybe Meliodas didn't tell him. Maybe she just told him that he had to go to fight the evils because his friends were in danger or whatever. And he ended up seeing Percival and catching him in that moment. So, it is what it is. I enjoyed the chapter. I said give it a 10. I give it a 10. I wonder what you guys give it. Tell me in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the chapter. I do enjoy reading you guys' comments whenever I catch them. And I do enjoy knowing what you guys think, you guys' theories on what you think is going to happen next. And yeah, I can't wait for the next chapter, which is hopefully next week. I'm not sure. But yeah, this has been Thomas Ant. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.